14 years, guys. 14 years we've been waiting for a quarter-final appearance in the Champions League, and here we are. Right, it has been a while since I streamed, so I need to get the chat working properly. That looks horrendous. What's up with the chat? Hang on. So we want always show messages. Yes. Text color. Oh, font size. That's what we want. Let's whack that up to 30. And maybe that's going to be better. No, that's terrible. You have to bear with me a second, guys. Welcome to the stream. Big game. Big game. Let's go 40, maybe. Let's see if that's any better. If you guys could just chat. There we go. Oh, ABT, thank you so much for rejoining, bro. Just clocked UCL final is on my 21st birthday. I'll be having a meal out when it starts. What do I do? Oh. The thing is, mate, there's no guarantee we're going to be in the final. So for now, just leave it. If we actually make it to the final, then you cancel. Or you invite everyone over to watch the game with you. Can I add like a background? Like maybe like a shadow? Show platform icons. Nah, we don't want that. All right. Thank you for that, though, ABT. I hope you're doing well, and I hope you have a fantastic birthday on Champions League Day. Yeah, I don't know why the chat looks purple. I don't really want it to be purple, if I'm honest. Let's see if I can fix that as well. Browser settings. Let's go like that. Ooh, custom code. No, I don't want to mess with that. Is anyone good at this kind of stuff? Has anyone been streaming recently that can help me? Because I just want to change the color of your names, because you can't really see the purple very well. I think we can get away with maybe 700 width. Nope. Let's go 900. Oh, that is literally perfect. Wow. How lucky is that? You can see the purple okay? Well, ideally, I'd want that to be... I don't know, actually. What colour should that be? It'll do for today, won't it? It'll do for today. I can't seem to change it. I mean, there's I can do background colour. Let's see. What's that going to do? That doesn't do anything. Show platform icons. No, we don't want that. All right. You guys are going to be kind of like a... What even is that, like a green grey? I feel like my eyes are that colour. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. I haven't streamed in 6 months, so I needed to kind of redo all of the overlay stuff. Again, shout out to ABT for the resub. Thank you for that. Evan, I remember I sent you a hat. I've still got like 90 MGH hats that I still need to do something with. Where should I put the new club member and the recent super chat text stuff? I feel like that looks out of place there. And do I need more light? Maybe that? That's good. And also, let me know if the music's too loud or too quiet. Put it on top of my head. This is what's important on top of my head. I mean, to be fair, I could just hide it. I'm not going to ask people to donate and sub, so you guys do you. I think I'm going to make my logo a bit smaller, though. That's that one. Unlock. There we go. That's a bit better. Hello from South Korea. Hello. I can't even read your name. That's incredible. I was at the Brighton game, if you didn't know, for about 25 minutes until I got kicked out. But there were a few people sitting in front of me that were from, I want to say maybe it looked like the same characters as you've got there. So it might have been Korean, and they were texting, not that I was looking, okay, but I was kind of looking, you know, when, so if you look at your own keyboard, my phone's charging, it's quite neatly set out. We're used to it here in the UK and in America and Europe and stuff. You just have your keys set out individually, right? But this guy was texting in Korean or whatever, and he was like swiping between, it looked like thousands of characters, and my brain was just like, wow, dude, you are smart. Like, you are one clever guy. I could never do that. I've never seen anything like that. Is there anyone, I mean, maybe the guy who just said hello from Korea, is your keyboard like that? So it looked like, I want to say 12 boxes, and what he did was like specific combinations of 3 and then 4, and then it would do like a whole line of Korean or Mandarin or whatever. I'm not quite sure, obviously. It was absolutely incredible. And then I got kicked out, yeah. That was a fun experience. If you want to know, go and watch the Operation Arsenal episode for the Brighton game. I went there. I spent 150 quid on a ticket, and I only got to watch 25 minutes. I'm not mad. I'm just not mad about that, you know? How can I be angry? Yeah, I won't be buying second-hand, third-hand tickets for a while, that's for sure. It's just impossible to get tickets otherwise. It is what it is. Scarlet outrutting. Oh my god. AFC Max. Jesus, dude. 10 Australian dollars is that? It says $1. Hey, Matt, big game tonight. Not nervous for us versus Bayern, but what it means is the context of season, if that makes sense. Love your content. One of the best YouTubers out there. I really appreciate that, man. 3-0 win. Thank you, AFC Max. I remember you were in my stream 6 months ago, so welcome back. All the best to you and your family, and thank you for being so kind. I'm going to get Tucheled? No, I don't think so. I really don't think Thomas Tuchel is all that, you know. I think it worked at Chelsea, but at Bayern, it's almost as if they don't, I don't know, the players don't seem to rate him and don't listen to him, you know? Maybe that's just me, I'm not sure. It doesn't look like they really want to play for him. Dr. Chrome. Do you think the Arsenal fans will boo Kane? Yeah, of course. 100% they will. And there's the super chat from AFC Max. Thank you so much, mate. Let me just make sure that fits in nicely here. I'm just going to do a test one. I'm going to send myself money. Whoa, $73 from Matt, even though I'm in the UK. Do you think Man United should sack Ten Hag? No, I think he should stay forever now. I think Ten Hag in and unsackable for many years to come. Do you know why I'm saying that? Because they're shit. They're not a very good football side with him in charge and without him in charge, I guess. My worry would be is that they will get someone in that evolves that team enough. Let's bring my table down a bit. And before people go crazy, yeah, I do swear on stream. I don't swear in my videos, though. My prediction is 1-0, actually. I'm going 1-0 tonight to Arsenal. I don't think we're going to see that free-flowing, free-scoring football that we're kind of used to at the moment. We'll see. I mean, it's possible we could demolish them, but I almost feel like it's possible we could lose as well because we might get a bit too ahead of ourselves. It's crazy that we're in a quarter-final of the Champions League for the first time in 14 years and we're favourites to win it. Like, we're actually favourites to beat Bayern. It doesn't compute. Obviously, we're not favourites to win the whole tournament. I'm just saying this game tonight, the bookies have us. And we haven't been in this position for 14 years, yet the first time we're back and we're favourites to beat one of the most successful teams in Europe. And I think a lot of people, especially Arsenal fans, need to sit back a second and just realise what we're witnessing right now. Is this as good as it's going to be? You know, one of my fears now, and it's pretty crazy because it feels like Arteta's been around for maybe 2 years, let alone 4. I'm worried we're going to lose him if we don't win something. Because to me, it's so clear that Arteta is going to be a Bayern, a Barcelona, a Real Madrid, I mean, top club coach. I have a feeling he will end up at Man City. If they're cleared of all their charges, I think he'll end up there as Pep's replacement. But obviously, if he's winning things at Arsenal, why leave? But then again, you could say, why stay? If we win the Champions League in the next few years and win the Premier League this year or whatever, he might think to himself, well, that'll do. Arsenal are a top club. Yeah, but we're not. We haven't been for about 15 years. To be a top club, you have to be competing in this tournament every year, and you have to be fighting to win the title every year domestically. And we haven't been doing that for more than the last 2 years. And this is, of course, our first time in 14 years. Just a reminder, 14 years since I last watched a game like this, a quarter-final of a Champions League. It's just... It's mental to me. I was 17 years old when we were last in a game like this. I hadn't even started my YouTube channel. Crazy. No spamming, please, Zach. Appreciate you, but let's not spam Arteta out as well. Why would you do that? Oh, we just had another super chat come in. Oh my God, Max. I'm going to listen to your voice over the stream I'm watching it from. I was there in Germany for the 5-1. Oh, you were there for 4-1 in Baku. That was the Chelsea horrific night, wasn't it? Oh, man, the things I would do to be in the stadium tonight. Thank you so much again for the super chat, mate. And good on you for travelling to those games. I tried again to get a ticket for this. And even though there's 60,000 Arsenal fans in tonight, because remember, there are no Bayern fans. Well, there will be. They would have snuck some in. But officially, Bayern fans are not allowed to enter the Emirates tonight because of the ban. So there's been a big push on social media. They wanted to turn the stadium entirely red. You know, let's have a full house of Arsenal fans. And I still couldn't get a ticket. And even if I did find one, second, third party, it would have been hundreds of pounds, and I'd have to get the train in, and it's really expensive. And I'm not rich by any stretch of the imagination. It would be a very special game to go to, though. EA, can I use the box, please? If you didn't know, EA have a box at the Emirates. And funnily enough, it is 2 boxes down from JJ's, KSI's box. So last time I was with EA there, I was right next to, you know, KSI and all his buddies. Okay, so the lineups, I should be able to... Hang on, let me... Lineups, you should be able to see this if I scroll down. So we've got David Raya in goal, Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel, Kivior. You can't see my mouse, can you? Yeah, you can. Ødegaard, Jorginho, Declan Rice. Obviously, this is not how it looks, really. I mean, Declan Rice will be kind of here, Jorginho even further back. Martin Ødegaard operates like here. Saka, Havertz, Martinelli. The best And funniest thing about the pre-match build-up, right? Guess who was doing the pre-match conference? Gabriel Jesus. Because he's going to play, right? And then I've never seen that before. A player doing the press conference and not starting. And then and then Arteta's, I guess, pulled him out, or it was part of the plan anyway, just to kind of confuse them a little bit. I don't know. The main man, Harry Kane, up front. Gnabry coming back to the carpet. Musiala, Sane. He's been saying how good Arteta was as a coach at City. Goretzka, Lima, Davies, Dyer, De Ligt, Kimmich, and Neuer. And obviously there's a real good mix of players on the bench for both teams. But I would say, on paper, Only Michael, thank you for rejoining 27 months. Thank you so much, mate. That's a long time. But I would say, on paper, we have a better team. But in terms of individual players, I'm talking Harry Kane, Musiala, Gnabry. I mean, it's not far off, is it? Let's be very fair to Bayern. They also have an extremely good squad, but, and it's a big but, they suck form-wise. They lost at the weekend. They've lost the title. Leverkusen are 1 win away. Granit Xhaka will be lifting the Bundesliga. Oh. And, you know, they will be lacking confidence. But the thing is, we have to go to the Allianz. Going there, we've got history there. Oh, holding 5 every time we play against Bayern. It's very possible that even if we win big tonight, the job won't be done. I'm going to turn my game up a little bit. Is the music too loud or is it okay? And by the way, I do have your comments up, but I'm obviously watching the game, so I'll do my best to respond. It's too loud. Dr. Chrome! Can we pay off your mortgage with super chats? Absolutely not. There's no way. Unless you're a Saudi prince who wants to just throw away money. If there are any Saudi princes watching, feel free. That is the one thing in life I would love to achieve early. Mortgage free. The freedom that gives you, man. Huge. So, I'm on 46 seconds. What you're seeing on the screen, I think it's slightly ahead, actually. So, that's quite a good thing. I think it's going to match up quite nicely with what I can describe and what you see. For anyone wondering, that is live score. And you can watch along like I am here on your phone and stuff. No, it's not sponsored. Live score. Sponsoring Ronaldo and me. Have I missed another super chat? AFC Max again? I honestly believe we can win the double, if not in the next 18 months. Do you agree? If we do win, internet and the world will stop. It's the same message that's come up twice for me. That's weird. Thank you so much, Max. It's very kind of you. I'm just going to be real because I don't want to sit here and lie about my feelings. We won't win the Champions League this season. You know, this is a huge moment for us, I think, going into the near future. Great experience for this young team. But after this is City, Real Madrid. We lose to either of those, I think. It's awful because I'm an Arsenal fan. I want to believe that we'll win any game. But I'm just being realistic. You know, beating Bayern is, I think, more than realistic because they've just had such a poor season. But when it comes to Man City or Real Madrid over 2 legs, it's a long, long slog of a battle. That's tough. And when it comes to the Premier League, although we're winning it right now on goal difference and, yeah, win 7 games, we win the title, the likelihood of us winning 7 in a row when they're such big games, I'm thinking it's not even Old Trafford or it's not even Chelsea at home or whatever. It's Wolves away. It's Tottenham away, tough game. I feel like we will drop points. It's just if City and Liverpool also drop points, that's going to be key. And I think it's more likely we drop points than those two. And I ripped my shirt, by the way. Look. Got a little bit of a rip. What a shame. Have City taken the lead already? Well, that's no good. I'm really excited for this, though, guys. I've been waiting for this game for 14 years. You know, technically, although I would rather it wasn't Bayern because of the history, it's such a horrible fixture for us mentally, you know. Davies is in our box here. Don't like that. Is he going to end up at Madrid? I think he might. And don't forget to leave a like on the stream, by the way, guys. Leave a like, leave a comment, all of that stuff. Bernardo Silva scored already. Interesting. Who would you rather have, Arsenal fans? Madrid or City? I feel like I want Madrid. But I feel like we'd be better off against City. It's a tough shout, really, isn't it? They're both such difficult teams. Eric Dyer. The way I see it realistically is it doesn't matter who we play. We're going to have to beat whoever we get, regardless. Looks like we're about to see the City goal. They're showing it picture in picture here. What the hell is that? Bernardo Silva has just whipped the free kick low and hard, and Lunin's just missed it, basically. It's just come off his hand and gone in. Oh, dearie me. I think the brain in me wants City because we've beaten them twice and drawn them once this season. But my heart wants Madrid because what a fixture. Like that's insane. That's what European football's all about. You want to see a team against Madrid. Madrid are the biggest club in the world, in my opinion. Do you know, one thing that's bugging me about this kit at the moment, they obviously did the gold trim. Why didn't we wait a year? Because you're meant to put gold on your kit when you win the league. We've gone too soon. Would you take Champions League or Prem? Both. Oh, I think people are going to hate me, but I'd rather the Premier League at the moment, I think. I want to say, historically, obviously, getting a Champions League would be huge for us because we've won a Premier League before. We've never won the Champions League. So, again, I'm going to use the brain and heart thing. I think my brain would say the Champions League, but my heart would say the Premier League because I think the Premier League, the fact that it's 38 games, it's home and away for 9 months, it's injuries, it's all sorts. That, I think, to me, that's just harder. But then again, Martinelli. Oh, but I think that the Champions League has... It's a bigger trophy, isn't it, technically? I think if you're saying out loud we're champions of Europe, it's a lot better than champions of England. Martinelli just came very close there. It's a couple of feet wide, but Neuer was rooted. Thank you, Ashley Jenkins. Really appreciate that. I hope you're doing well. Do you see Saka ending his career at Arsenal? When people asked me that a year or two ago, I always said I think he'll end up at City. I'm not so sure now. I would argue that we are the new City in terms of the way we play, the coaching style, the tactics, and I know obviously City have been way more successful than us over the last few years, the last decade. But I do feel like we're entering an era where we could be that. Could being the key word. I'm not saying we are. Because we're not. We're not that good yet. But you can see it, right? Surely everyone can see it. We are entering a new era where Arsenal are going to be one of the dominant sides. It's just who's going to join us. Man City will be there if they don't face those charges. In my opinion, they should face those charges and absolutely have the book thrown at them. Davies has got a yellow card, which means he's out for the next game, right? He will miss the second leg. I'm pretty sure he's one away from a suspension, as is Rice and White, I think. Yep, there's confirmation. Davies will miss the second leg. Love that. The only way, Tuchel, the only way, put Kane at left back. It's the only way. Hey, Charles. Would you rather keep Arteta for 10 years or win a trophy this year and lose him? 100% keep him for 10 years. If we don't win anything this year, that's fine. We'll have him for 9 more years, right? Is that what you're saying? We'll win trophies in the next 9 years. That's fine. We are going to win a trophy soon. It's going to happen. I think it's almost unavoidable. We're just that good. We deserve to win trophies. Been a good game so far. We've definitely been comfortable on the ball, but we're only 10 minutes in, so it is still early. Ben White, player of the month for March. Oh, it's going to be a goal kick. I just want to hear how loud it is there. The ball did go out. Definitely did. Who would you like to see as the new number 9 next year? Well, for me, it's Isaac. But I'd give him the number 14, to be fair. I want Nketiah gone. So, Nketiah sold. If we can get 25, 30 mil for him, Crystal Palace, Brentford, whatever, let him go. Give Isaac the number 14. Give Newcastle what they want. I know they're potentially going to need to sell, like panic sell because of FFP. So let's say they keep Bruno and sell Isaac. Punt 80 million on him. Sure, do it. Give him the number 14. The new Thierry Henry, the Swedish Henry. I'm telling you, he will tear teams apart in this Arsenal side. Because what's great about Isaac is he's very comfortable drifting in. And I think we missed that when... I mean, you've got Martinelli who can do that. But imagine Martinelli and Isaac kind of playing down the left flank and rotating between each other. And I honestly think Isaac is Arsenal. He's Arsenal DNA. What a ball, Ødegaard. Whoa. That was filthy. Yes! 1-0! Saka! Come on! Saka has just curled in the ultimate finesse shot. And it stems from Ødegaard's ball over the top. Exquisite. Saka touches it down but loses it briefly. We work it back and bang. Oh my God, Havertz as well. He was so quick to react to the loose ball there. Saliba gives it to Ødegaard. Saka makes the run. It's just onside. Kimmich is keeping him on there, I think. They'll check. Havertz reacts really quickly into Ben White, who gives it straight back to Saka. And oh. Bukayo Saka. Oh, what a finish. I love how the camera cut to Harry Kane straight away to get his reaction. Is there a slight deflection on this? Please hit Eric Dyer. No, there isn't. I was kind of hoping it hit Eric Dyer and curled in. Is that mean? Because I watched Gary Neville's interview with Eric Dyer, and he seems like a really nice guy. Oh man, the goal is given. There is no offside. There's no VAR. It's good to go. Saka scores 12 minutes in. Oh my, what have we got here? What have we got here, guys? This is exciting, that's for sure. And Camavinga has scored for Real Madrid. Interesting. Oh, we're sitting back now. Okay, so Arteta, knowing him, would have absolutely said, right, guys, if we score early, this is what we do. And I think we're seeing exactly what his plan is. We're tucking in here. We're sitting in. I wonder if that's a mental thing for Bayern, though. It's kind of like a come get at us, because they're obviously going to be panicking right now. Can you imagine the panic right now in the Bayern players, the coaches, the staff? They've had such a torrid season, and it's just piling on. They're going to go for it. I think they're going to have to. Why is Eric Dyer starting? Unbelievable. I did not see the eclipse, no. I've seen one in my lifetime before, and I don't think we had a good angle here where I am. I don't think we would have got the full thing. (2-1) Vinicius Jr. Are you kidding me? If there's any fake scores, I probably will just remove you. Just so you know, guys. And again, just a reminder, drop a like on the stream, please. I'd really appreciate that. I think actually what I was asked the question, Madrid or City in the semis. Absolutely, we take Madrid. And do you know why? Because that means City took a beating. But then again, City being out of this tournament, one thing I could imagine is if we got City in the semis and lost to them, at least they'd have a final to be worried about. That could take the edge of things in the Premier League. Either way, give us whoever we get. I'm interested, and I'll be looking at the score in the other game. Oh my God, we're in again. Ben White should have just made it 2-0. Oh my God, we are tearing them apart right now. Oh, I think he was offside anyway. He's got to do better there. Ben White. It was Rodrigo who scored. Tuchel is fuming. Oh, I do love the Bernabeu. Look at that stadium, man. I'm not sure I like what they've done on the outside, though. Camavinga. Deflected. Nice. And then Vinny puts Rodrigo through. Is that Akanji? I think it is. Oh my God, Ortega. Oh, man. Who do you think will win the Champions League this season? Madrid. I think they beat anyone on their day. Should I change my layout so I'm on the right side? I'm over here looking this way. Because I feel like I'm looking away from you guys doing this. But my game's here. If you're getting ads, it's not me. It's automated by YouTube, I'm afraid. Saka's kept that in. Gives it to Ben. Odegaard. Oh! Just nutmeg Lima. It's embarrassing. And then Bayern have nothing up top. Harry Kane chasing Gabriel. Oh, we've just given it away. Oh, no. Gnabry's just scored. Oh. I'm really confused how that's happened. Sorry, bear with me a second, because Gabriel has all the time in the world. Harry Kane's done the right thing and chased him. But what is this pass to Kivior? Oh, Kivior's got to get there, I think. Oh. Ben White could have made it 2-0 and now it's 1-1. Had to be Gnabry as well, didn't it? Oh, man. See, it's kind of crazy to me. I forgot what it's like to concede because we just don't do it very often. Well, it's 1-1. I mean, it's given. It's definitely a fair goal. It's just a mistake from us. We've given that away. Oh, it is what it is, isn't it? It just had to be Gnabry. I mean, that's okay. Like he's very respectful towards Arsenal. He's always spoken well about us. So I would have much preferred Gnabry over Kane scoring. No away goals, by the way. Don't forget that. I would have been much more upset if that was a year or two ago or whatever, when away goals was a thing. I think a lot of people are saying they should bring away goals back, and I don't know if I agree or not. It's such a difficult argument. There was something about away goals that put teams on edge, and I think in general it did make things a bit more competitive and a bit more, I guess, it made your away games so valuable, you know? But it did suck getting knocked out when you haven't even lost over the 2 ties, you know? I think part of me thinks it should be back in, and that's me talking as a neutral, because for the football and the integrity of competition and stuff like that, what's important? Entertainment? Or are we going to go with justice? Because if you are knocked out, I mean, you could literally draw 2-2 at home and then draw 0-0 and get knocked out because of away goals. That sucks. But it did give the sport an edge. It gave the competition a bit more merit. That's a handball. No, it's not. Okay. What a ball. Why is Davies on the right side right now? Thing is, I'm so calm. Like, we're playing against Bayern and I'm not even phased by conceding. It's just like, yeah, we'll be all right. Because we will. Why Kivior starts? Should be Tommy. Yeah, I did think Tommy was going to start today. I knew Zinchenko wouldn't. I think it was a risk. And it's funny, really. Zinchenko's gone from one of our most important players last season to this season almost being a liability. I saw him for the 25 minutes I was there at Brighton. He was getting skinned alive at times, but he's so good in the build-up. His movement and his finding the pockets, and I do quite like Zinchenko when he steps into midfield. Yeah, I don't know. Unfazed with Bayern, yet I'm biting my nails and shaking against Sheffield United. When you've been through what I've been through with this club, this is like a golden era for me, and we haven't even won anything. I think that says a lot. We've been through so much crap as Arsenal fans. It takes a lot to phase us now because we were so used to it all the time being bad. conceding to Bayern 10 years ago would have been, right, here we go, 7-0. Now I just think, well, that was unlucky. We'll go again. We'll get another one. Do you see the title race going down to the final game? No, I don't. I think it'll be decided in the penultimate games. I think we'll probably see someone crowned the week before. Oh, it's such a bad goal to concede, but hey, it is what it is. Just wish Ben White put away that chance before. 2-0. Why was it Ben White? Couldn't it have been Ødegaard or Havertz or Martinelli in that position? Just had to be Ben White. I mean, fair play to him for getting in that position, but it was a poor shot. How do you think Liverpool are going to be next year? If they get the right coach in, I know they're looking at the sporting manager, aren't they? Amorim? What's his name? Amorim? Either way, they'll be very good. You don't just lose all your quality because of Klopp leaving. Hector says, please say my name. You're Heisenberg. It's Amorim, right? Amorim? You're Heisenberg. Thanks for watching, Hector. Do you think Luton will survive relegation? Oh, such a difficult one, that. Ramsdale isn't playing because he can't focus. He said it on a podcast. He can't last a full game without losing focus. Who says that? I remember watching it and just thinking, shh, stop talking, stop. You can't, you're a goalkeeper. You can afford to do that. If you're a striker, a winger, and you say in an interview, yeah, I do struggle to stay focused sometimes, and not as a goalkeeper, mate. You've got to be on your toes the whole game. And I bet you Arteta wouldn't have seeked that. He wouldn't have watched it himself. He would have got sent it by other members of staff or whatever, and they would have said, Mikel, we've got an issue here. Look what Ramsdale said. Oh, and Ian Wright's face when he's talking about it. How can you rely on a goalkeeper at Arsenal Football Club who himself is admitting he can't focus for a full game? And then you've got Raya doing interviews after a game recently, and I think it was Thierry Henry who asked him, Premier League or Champions League? And instantly, both. Just says both straight away. That's mentality. And he's talking about being focused and always being ready, and that's a different mentality. I think Ramsdale's a very good goalkeeper, but I'm not sure he's an elite goalkeeper, and I don't think he'll ever reach the very, very top. Raya, because obviously goalkeepers, they easily go into their 30s. I think Raya, in the next few seasons, will be seen as the best goalkeeper in the Premier League. I think Alisson will eventually move on or dip in form, whatever. Ederson, I've never rated him as the best goalkeeper. I've always thought he's just such a good playmaker goalkeeper. He's so good at the passing and the moving the ball and setting the team up. But Raya can do that, maybe not to Ederson's level, but very nearly. But I'd say Raya is actually a better shot stopper than Ederson. It's just Alisson is better in pretty much every single department. The only thing I'd say Raya is better at than Alisson is the passing. So that's my prediction. I think Raya will get the number 1 shirt next season. Ramsdale will be sold. I think he'll go to Newcastle or Chelsea or something like that. and I wouldn't have any ill feelings towards Ramsdale. He was part of the project blow up, and good luck to him. And Raya, in the next few seasons, when we do win a Premier League or an FA Cup, a Champions League or whatever, people will then realise, oh, Raya, he is actually very good. Very, very good, maybe. I won't be doing an MGH United career mode this year. No, I won't be. QPR is the road to glory this year. Next, I think I'm probably going to go to Italy. I need to do a Serie A career mode again, maybe. I don't know who I do. I might be tempted by a Milan club, you know. I don't know. Or maybe like a Lazio or a Napoli. Thoughts on Smith Rowe? I mean, there's no doubt Smith Rowe's got quality. I don't think. Oh, what a turn from Sane. I don't think Smith Rowe is going to make it at Arsenal. It's a penalty for Bayern. Leroy Sane just walked through the box and he's been taken out. Yeah, it's a penalty. Has to be. Oh, Zach, that timing. Oh, you've just brought a penalty with you. You've jinxed it. It's a penalty to Bayern. Sane absolutely has been taken out in the box there. Shit. Harry Kane. We started this game so well, and we're about to be 2-1 down from 2 shots. I mean, that says it all. Oh, Raya, please. We need you to be saving penalties again. It's just come from nowhere, this. All right, here we go. Please, Harry Kane, just slip. Slip and injure yourself, ideally. He always scores against us. And he's got another one. Unbelievable. It's a very calm, good penalty. It just is. Fair play to Harry Kane. He is probably the best penalty kick taker in the world. And it is just so out of nowhere. 2-1 down. I don't even know how to react to this because I don't really think we deserve to be losing this. Just 2 panic. Absolute panics in defence. 2 goals. Is it nerves? Like, are we just really nervous? Is that what's going on here? Because we don't look nervous going forward. We're just seeing a little bit of Gabriel and Saliba wobbles here. Well, this is what Europe's all about. This is the moment. This is the wake up. This isn't Luton. Yeah. This is Bayern in a quarter-final. This is where you really need to step up, and that's part of it, isn't it? Having moments of madness and realising, oh, all of a sudden we're 2-1 down. We need to wake up a little bit here. Just be calm. Just relax. I mean, not having fans in the stadium doesn't automatically mean that they're going to be rubbish, does it? If anything, could have the opposite effect, and actually it might get them going a bit. You predict Muller to score next. Is he even on the pitch right now? I don't think Muller's on the pitch, mate. Oh, Erdegaard. Great play. Blocked. I do like Musiala a lot. Get ready for 5. Don't say that. Oh. Oof. Oh my God. Sane's in. Good tackle. Oh my fucking God. What is going on? Where's my phone? Are you charged? What is going on here? Mental. Oh my God, we almost actually conceded another one. Ben White did so well to recover, and Erdegaard was there too, just to sweep the ball away. It's frightening. It's so much space. I forgive you for cheering. If you're a Bayern fan, you're doing great. You're 2-1 up. All I would say is you've had 2 shots, right? That won't be enough. So I'm fairly confident we will score again here. So we'll see what happens. But you've got to just say fair play to Bayern. Arsenal will come back in the second half. I mean, there's still 10 minutes to go in this one. Let's see what people on Twitter are saying. Harry Kane versus Arsenal. 16 games, right? 15 goals, 3 assists. I'm sick of seeing him. I hate him, man. So good. Bend it like Bukayo. What I want to know is, in general, what game are the neutrals watching today? Are more neutrals interested in a Arsenal Bayern or a Madrid City? I feel like more people would want to watch Madrid, but not City. I think City have a lot of admirers just because of what they're achieving over the last decade or so, but everyone knows it's just kind of scummy, right? But Madrid have that pull power. A lot of people don't like Arsenal, and I get it, especially because of we're kind of in this project and it's blowing up. There's a lot of jealousy for sure. But if you were watching this and everyone was trying to tell you that Arsenal are one of the favourites to win the Champions League and one of the favourites to win the Premier League, you'd be looking going, not with that defence, mate. Because Saliba and Gabriel and Kivior, to be fair, have looked suspect in this first half. Go on, Martinelli. Waiting for the overlap. Gives it to Deckers. I mean, it's good play, but we're not really getting anywhere, and we've lost it now. Yeah, Alphonso Davies won't be playing in the second leg, so that is definitely a good thing. "39 minutes in." Stressful, isn't it? Knockout football. Whoa, Ben, what a throw. Slightly offside. He didn't touch it, though. Stop complaining, Bayern. Oh, it's Gabriel. Never mind, don't shoot. I've got a feeling Kivior will be taken off at some point. I think he's the weak link, unfortunately, at the moment. Up against Leroy Sané. Ooh. It's not nice to watch. Well done, Saliba. Red card Kane and life would be complete. I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, I thought, yes, no more Harry Kane. He's gone to Bayern. Of course, we got Bayern. It just had to be, didn't it? Who do you think is the most clutch Arsenal player? This season, it's been Rice. Scoring last-minute winners. Man United and Luton come to mind. It depends what you mean by clutch. Do you mean carrying us for an entire game, or do you mean just, bailing us out? Good throw. Come on, Martin. Oh. He's a cheeky little shit, isn't he? The little back heels, the flicks. Ugh. Love it. I talked about strikers earlier. Isak, for me, is the number one target this summer. If we get an Isak in, I think that would be brilliant. But then again, Havertz is doing a great job as our number 9. It's a good corner. There's been a foul, though. Xerxes. I haven't seen enough of him since he left Bayern. So I'm not really sure. I've gone off Osimhen. I think the price is too much. I think if you're saying Isak and Osimhen are the same price, that does make things a bit more tricky. But Isak would be cheaper, Premier League proven, versatile, can play on the left side as well, which I think is vital for our system. We do have a lot of movement in the front three. For me, Isak just ticks more boxes than Osimhen. I think Osimhen is more prolific. He's better in the air. He's probably going to get a couple more goals than Isak, but there's no guarantee that he can do it in the Prem, Boniface? No. Gyökeres? I like Gyökeres, but again, he's not played at this level in the Premier League. He's only done so well at Coventry and Sporting, you know, and with respect, Portugal, I feel like a lot of strikers that would be just good in the Premier League could be very good out there. And it sounds bad, and that's fine. You can hate me if you want for saying that, but the Portuguese league standards aren't the same. So I have a feeling that Gyökeres could get a bit found out in the Prem. Or he'll be absolutely incredible and prove everyone wrong, but it's a big gamble to be throwing 100 million. No, my QPR career mode will go on for at least another 2 seasons after this one. I think ideally I want to do 6 seasons, so we're almost halfway. Mbappe. A fan asked him if he wants to go to Arsenal and he laughed. I think that says a lot. I mean, we could offer him keys to the... I mean, maybe Buckingham Palace, and he'd still say no. He's going to be absolutely lethal in that Madrid side. Ollie Watkins won't do what we're looking for. I think it's very obvious that we're looking for a tall, I guess more of a hold-up striker. We've got Jesus and Nketiah right now, and neither of them seem to have what we need. I think Jesus, whilst he had a great impact mentality-wise for the team and for the club and helped the project go boom a little bit, but he's just not... He's not what we want, I don't think. Oh, my God. I can't stop yawning now. Harry Kane! I mean, we've got 1 minute of added time here, so it doesn't look like we're going to get anything before the break. How does Arteta deal with this? Because I think he can go in and with his chest say we don't deserve to be losing 2-1, but we need to switch on in the back. Like, the defence has been a bit poor. I've gone off Ivan Toney as well. Not interested. I don't think Arteta will like him very much. Offside. I think that's going to be half time then. There it is. Such a shame because we started brilliantly. Like, that was genuinely the dream start, wasn't it? And then it was just so sudden. Yeah, it's a difficult one, really. We can have a look at some of the stats. Let me pull up stats. So, oh, it won't let me scroll down. Okay, well, we've got 3 shots on target to their 2, but that's all their shots. It is 6 shots. No. 8 shots we've had. 3 of them have been blocked. So 8 shots to 2. We've had 60% of the ball. 61% actually, it's just updated. We've had 2 corners. They've had none. 5 crosses to their 2. Oh, man. It feels a bit harsh, but the reality is we've made 2 errors that have led to goals. My combined team, what, between these 2? Well, take the Arsenal team and then put in Harry Kane up front. I'd put Rice in at number 6 and then have Musiala in that number 8 role. And I'd go with... Oh, that's tough. Maybe Davies at left back. And then Neuer in goal. I don't know if I'd take Neuer these days, you know. I'd keep Gabriel, Saliba, and Ben White. I'd keep Ødegaard and Rice in midfield. I wouldn't take Sane over Bukayo. So, no, I wouldn't put Kimmich in ahead of Ben White. So what I'm thinking is for this Arsenal... okay, maybe I guess I'm thinking about it too deeply from an Arsenal perspective, you know, the way we play. Because I don't actually think Neuer would work in our system. Same with Kimmich as a right back, but maybe. That's a tough one. All right, well, you guys tell me, Kimmich or Ben White at right back? Because Kimmich doesn't get into the midfield, I don't think. Because I'd have Rice at DM, and then I'd have Ødegaard and Musiala. But then again, is that too attacking? Kimmich is such a good player, though. That's the thing. Like, how can you leave him out? I just think... If it's just a combined team, then you just go with the best player. Then, yeah, Kimmich obviously is better than Ben White. But just for what I want to do... Sane over Martinelli. Sane doesn't want to... I don't want to play him on the left, though. Coman. Oh, I forgot about him. Ooh, Coman or Martinelli. That's a tricky one as well. Coman's won everything, and it'd be silly to say that Martinelli would be the better option, but I'm an Arsenal fan, so obviously I do struggle with that. Yeah, I think Coman probably does get in, doesn't he? Oh, but then it's like Saka and Sane as well on the right. Who do you go? I mean, based off this game, both players have been brilliant. Christian with the £2 says Musiala over Martinelli, Kimmich over Jorginho. You'd have Kimmich in midfield. So you'd still have Rice, but in the number 8 role? I feel like Rice, Ødegaard, Musiala. Oh. Should we do all-time? All-time teams, okay? Neuer in goal. Philipp Lahm right back. Tony Adams. And, centre-back for Bayern. I mean, there's a few. Kimmich as number 8. Yeah. I mean, he originally is a midfielder, isn't he? I'm going to come back to centre-back there. No, you can't not have... I mean, you've got Hummels is a good shout, in my opinion, although he wasn't actually his best at Bayern. Come on, there has to be more Bayern players that you can put in at centre-back. Thank you for the £2 super chat, Christian. And I agree with you, yeah, Kimmich over Jorginho. Boateng, Beckenbauer, Badstuber. I mean, I was thinking, who's the really tall... Was it Van Boyten? Or was it... I mean, I remember him very well. Left back... I'd go Ashley Cole. Then moving into midfield, I'd go with Patrick Vieira and Xavi Alonso. Or Schweinsteiger. Fuck, that's so hard. I put Philip Lahm at right back. Oh my god, Alaba as well. Okay, but the rest in midfield, I mean, right side, I'm stuck between Arjen Robben, Lundberg, and Nicolas Pepe. I think Arjen Robben on the right. Then left, you've got Franck Ribéry, Robert Pires, Henry's up front. Dude, come on. I want to say Pires so badly, but Ribéry... Oh, you've got Overmars as well. That's... And then up top, let's go 2 up top. I want to say Henry Bergkamp, but we're missing out Muller. And there's 2 Mullers. I mean, Lewandowski. How do you ignore Lewandowski as well? I think it's got to be Gerd Muller, though, isn't it? Miroslav Klose. Aubameyang. On his day, Aubameyang is not far off some of those players we mentioned. Giroud, no. Denis Suarez in midfield. Oh, yeah, should we do flops next? Let's go with flops. A flop goalie. I mean, at the time, Chesney was doing my head in, but he's become a really good goalkeeper. Didn't Nubel play for Bayern and just didn't work? There's Flapianski, but he's been really good at West Ham. Petr Cech had great moments, but also had some horrific moments. Matt Ryan. Oh my God, Matt Ryan was awful. But I kind of want to go Nubel because there was a lot of hope for him to be the new Neuer, right? Ospina was good. I liked Ospina. Ospina. Runarsson. That's a great shout as well. What a shit signing he was. Okay, and then right back, we're going to go with Debuchy. Yeah, Nubel's good, but he wasn't good at Bayern. But yeah, Jenkinson. Who should be at right back? There's so many flop right backs. Cedric. I mean, there's been times I thought he's all right, you know. Then centre backs will go Squillaci and we've got to put into this the price and the promise of the player, and then the performances afterwards. Mustafi. All right, I'm going to blow your minds, guys. Mustafi, when he first joined, went unbeaten for over 20 games. I'm just saying. Just saying. When he first joined, for 20 matches, we all thought, oh my God, what a bargain. No wonder he won the World Cup with Germany. Socrates, I actually thought was underrated at times when he first joined. He was the Greek warrior, you know, he was an absolute man mountain at the back. All right, left back. Santos. Kolasinac. Kolasinac was a Bosnian beast, and I love Bosnians. So, it's not him. Oh my God, Nuno Tavares. Oh my God. Gibbs was brilliant at times. I think it goes to Andre Santos. And then midfield. Trying to think of midfielders. I mean, Kim Shalstrom. Oh my God, Danny Aarons is in the stadium, is he? Yeah, he's kick him out. He's not an Arsenal fan. What's going on? Who remembers Campbell? What was his first name? Joel Campbell. I've got a story about Joel Campbell. Costa Rican guy. Remember him? Was brilliant one tournament and just didn't work out Arsenal, right? But the guy who scouted Joel Campbell, I worked with him on a football app for a couple of months. Danny Carbassiun? His second name's a tricky one. But yeah, that's my claim to fame. My claim to fame is I've met Joel Campbell's scout. Guendouzi wasn't a flop per se. I think he put in some very good performances, and I would say he has gone on to somewhat fulfill a bit of that potential. I think he had a huge ceiling. It's just massive attitude problems, isn't it? But, you know, he's at Lazio now, and he did well in France. I'm not lying, Conrad. Believe it or not, I've met his scout. Crazy, isn't it? Danny Ceballos. I thought he was all right. But what about Bayern flops in midfield? Can't think of many. Coquelin was brilliant. Gravenberch. Renato Sanchez. Mkhitaryan for Arsenal. It's such a difficult one, that. Didn't get much time. I think Renato Sanchez is a good shout because at the time, everyone was seeing him as the new thing. Oh my God, Cousance, is that how you say it? Yeah. But then again, how highly rated was he? Has Kivior come off? I knew it. I called it. I fucking called it. I said Kivior would come off. He was struggling a lot. "45 minutes, guys. 45 minutes. And let's do left winger really quick. I think Pepe's a good shout. He has played on the left for us a few times. Biggest flop. Who else? I already said Squillaci. He was terrible. Lucas Perez, he played up top for us, though. I think Pepe's got to be in there, hasn't he? For, what was it, 80 million euros? Javinho, I don't think was that bad. Tolisso, that's a good one, Andy. Good evening to you, sir. And then up front, I think Shamak, Marouane Shamak, Sonogol. Sonogol, that was so cruel, wasn't it? This new French striker, no one heard of him. Yaya Sonogo, plays for Arsenal, gets a hat-trick in the Emirates Cup, the biggest cup of them all, the Emirates Cup. and then everyone starts calling him Yaya Sonogol. We already talked about Kim Schaustrom. Awful. We didn't put in Lichtsteiner. Lichtsteiner was shit. But yeah, up front, if we're doing like a 4-4-2, I'd go with Marouane Chamakh. And who was a flop for Bayern? They don't seem to have many flops going forward. We're not talking about Nicholas Bentner. No, he's never a flop in a million years. He's one of my favourite players of all time. Who remembers... If I say Paddy Power, what do you guys know what I mean? Who remembers that? Oh, we're in here. Havertz. Crossing it deep for Martinelli. Oh. If someone was in there. Oh, it was offside. Mario Götze, that's a good one. Senderos. Yeah, it's with an S. Do I remember Alex Song? How can I forget Alex Song? When Thierry Henry came back to Arsenal. Yeah, who remembers that? Against Leeds in the Carling Cup, I think it was called at the time. Alex Song. Wait, was it Leeds? It was Leeds. I'm fairly confident that it was Leeds. And Henry scored. He was wearing the number 12 shirt. Giroud had just left. And he got the number 12 because 14 was taken. Theo Walcott had it. Man, the knowledge. And Henry gets slid in and he does his typical, opens his body up, right finesse shot, bottom right corner. And he runs away with his hands out like this. And I just remember losing my mind. The king had returned, you know? And he was never the same. It was such a shame to see that because that moment I'll never forget. And I thought he's not lost it. He's gone to America and come back and he's just as good. I remember in my FIFA 14 career mode with Arsenal, I bought Henry when he was at New York Red Bulls. And he was shocking. I remember trying so hard, trying to score with him in game. And yeah, it wasn't going very well. I think I got a couple, like against West Brom and Blackburn and stuff. It was FIFA 13 career mode, was it? So you guys remember my career modes better than I do. The problem is I've played an Arsenal career mode every year since I was like in the womb, it feels like. So I lose track of... Is that the one where I got Ogbonna, Isla... Maurizio Isla, right wing back of dreams. And who remembers Fellaini and Witsel? The two Belgian beasts in midfield. Good memories, man. Good memories. And now the game's just... yeah. Victor Ibarbo. Rene Koch. We all loved a bit of Koch, didn't we? Podolski. Oh, jeez. There's nothing wrong with romanticizing about those days. Yes, the game was better then. Yes, YouTube was better then. Yes, we were all younger and potentially healthier and who knows, maybe happier, whatever. But there's nothing wrong with moving on in life and change has happened. I look back at those days as... I mean, those were the first few years where my channel actually finally started growing. And now I see my life now as I've enjoyed the build-up to this point. Oh, Rice. That wasn't very good, was it? See, I'm not sure he should be on long free kicks, if I'm honest. I think having someone like him in the box is worth more. I do like this kit. Have I got the bit on the back? Is it gold? Yeah, I do. I bought this for like 15 quid from some dodgy online shop because I'm not paying 90 for a replica kit. Oh, yeah, Zach, let me do that now, actually. Hang on. Let's call Tuchel. Thomas, quit being a knob end. Tell Neuer to be shit again. He hung up on me. I'm sorry. I don't know if that was the real Tuchel because I feel like he'd be busy at the moment. He picked up pretty quick. That's a good question. When was Neuer shit? When he came back from injury for a couple of weeks, he was a bit shit then, all right? Anyway, look, I'm just distracting myself from the misery right now that we're losing this game when we really don't deserve to be losing this game. Just for anyone who's joined recently, Bayern have had 2 shots in this game. They're winning 2-1. Okay? 2 horrific mistakes defensively. Got to make it count, though. We've got to do more. Well done, Saliba. Where are you going, though? Saliba just fancied a little run there, I think. Who enjoys running? It's hard work, man. Who gave away the pen? It was Saliba. Who's the best goalkeeper in the world right now? There's only one answer, and that's Alisson. If anyone says anything other than Alisson, they're just wrong. I think a couple of years ago, you could say Alisson, Courtois, Oblak, Ederson. I think right now, I think Donnarumma was close a couple of years ago. Right now, it's Alisson, my nan, not my nan in real life, but my nan, and Onana from Man United. Oh, God. I don't think Ederson's up there anymore, if I'm honest. I don't think he's been the best. I'm fairly convinced if we go back to when Bayern were dominating Europe, that version of Manuel Neuer is the best goalkeeper I've ever seen. Sweeping everything, saving everything. He was, I think, the first goalkeeper to truly play as a centre-back. And yeah, Zach, I'm pretty sure an injured Alisson is still better than most goalkeepers on this planet. De Gea, at times, for United, yeah, I mean, one of the best keepers in the world, for sure. But not in the last 5, 6 years, I wouldn't say. When he was in his mid-20s, he was unstoppable. Well, it's not really the word you want to use for a goalkeeper, is it? Unstoppable. You don't want them running anywhere. I think Harry Kane has just elbowed Gabriel in the face there. He's acting like nothing's happened, but Gabriel's died. He's lost his nose. Oh, it's an elbow in the throat. That's going to hurt. It doesn't look malicious, but it is a yellow card, 100%. I think we need to VAR that. Is it a wrestling move? Just a reminder, by the way, guys, we've had, I think... It doesn't say. It normally does say. We're sitting on 209 likes right now, but I think we've had way over 3,000 different people in the stream. So if you could drop a like right now, I'd really appreciate it. I'll be dropping my nudes at 250. So get us 250. Man of Steel, Zach beats it. Beats it was such a good set. What? Zach, you've got the rainbow badge. That looks sick. Unlike everybody. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Can't believe this. Good second half so far. Erdegaard is our deepest player from a corner. Oh, that is scary. If Sane, Musiala, any of them get through, Erdegaard's finished. Oh no, Serge, don't do that. Don't do this. No. Okay, we're good. I'm going to go out and say, so far, for me, Goretzka has been man of the match. He has been absolutely brilliant. Would you rather have peak Arsenal Ozil or peak Erdegaard? Can I have both? I think right this very moment, Erdegaard is playing better than Ozil did ever for Arsenal. But Mesut Ozil at Real Madrid, levels. No, I stand by that. Erdegaard is playing at a higher level now than Ozil ever did for Arsenal. You can disagree if you want, and that's fine. But Mesut Ozil didn't have the players around him. If we had... I mean, he had Giroud in his worst ever season, stats-wise. When Ozil equaled the record for most assists, that was with Giroud up top. And I'm fairly confident in saying that Mesut Ozil would have eclipsed anything Erdegaard could ever do if we had a Thierry Henry, a Lewandowski, or whoever, just a top-level striker, Benzema, whatever. Saka's just been taken out, and it's a really poor challenge from Lima there. I hope he's all right. He's in a lot of pain. God, losing Saka would be the end of me right now. How many yards out are we here? It's too far, I think. I don't know if we can be able to beat Neuer from there. I've got a feeling we'll whip this one in. Honest thoughts on Darwin Núñez? He's an absolute menace. I feel like he shouldn't be a footballer. He's great, though. He's one of those players you don't want to play against at all. What was that? That free kick. Oh my God. What did I just see? That was one of the worst free kicks I think I've ever seen. How's the ref been? I think he's been alright. He hasn't done anything wrong per se. He's been quite lenient. I think some challenges that have gone in could have easily been yellows and he's not given them. Sane running at Zinchenko here is not something I want to be saying. But Gabby Martinelli, well done. Oh, let's not pass it out like that. Not a fan. We look a little bit edgy, if I'm honest. No, I wouldn't take Prime Henry for 5 years with no transfers, no. That's way too long. Do you know how much football changes in 5 years? Is that offside? Well done, Jorginho. You know his wife is going... Oh, his wife was going mad there. Can I also say... I haven't watched the full thing yet, but... obviously on Amazon they've got the players and their wives show, whatever it's called. Jorginho's wife is so nice. and you know she'll be cheering him on tonight. When you compare that relationship with Mahrez and his girlfriend or partner, whatever you want to call her, the difference, it was married to the game. That's it. I would like to watch it, but I don't think I want to watch that on my own. I'd feel a little bit odd. Oh, hello, we're in here. Oh. We're playing on. Well done, Saka. Oh. This is so tight, though. It's definitely more of a girly show, but I really want to watch it. So, yeah, big fan of Jorginho's. Is it wife? I think they're married. But she's so sweet, and you can tell she cares. And then you see Mahrez and his partner, and she's so obviously only with him because of you know what. It's cruel because I'm sure she's a really nice, sweet girl, but when you see some of the clips of them hanging out and whatever, that ain't going to last. As soon as he's done with football, yeah. Who doesn't love Jorginho, though, man? What a character. What a guy. Nice. Zinchenko's done well there. Martin. Back to Gabby. Back to Martin. Come on. Boys, we're so much better than this. Why are you doing this to me? 14 years for this. Oh. Pen. No. His big Italian dong. Oh my god. His Italian / Brazilian dong. It's not a pen. No, Havertz is looking for that for sure. We've got half an hour to score at least one here. I don't think we can go to the Allianz losing 2-1. That's going to be really tricky. That's going to be a very, very tough game. And it's horrendous, okay? Because I think a lot of people will be mortified about what I'm going to say. I know we're not going to win the Champions League. And part of me wouldn't be too distraught if we were knocked out. And yeah, of course, it's horrible to be saying something like that, but I'm just being realistic. And I feel like if we're not going to win the Champions League this season, which I just think is so unlikely, bin it off. Give me the Premier League. Just let me have those 7 wins. I would happily give it up. Just give me the 7 wins in the league, please. No, would I? I don't know. It's the kind of thing I'd say when we're losing 2-1 to Bayern at home. Could have been 3. I think most people watching this and hearing me say that will understand what I'm saying. It's very defeatist. Me just saying, look, we ain't going to win the Champions League, just bin it off. When it's experience, it's a chance to win this tie and go to the Bernabeu or play City twice, whatever. Part of me just thinks, just accept that this is probably a little bit too far for us right now. Let's just play the under-19s and let's win our 7 Prem games because we will then win the Premier League. It's just mental to me that that's where we are right now. We're 7 wins away from winning the Prem. 2004, mate. 2004. But it's important that you are realistic. as an Arsenal fan because we've been through so much. We can't be going into games throwing things like, oh, we'll win the Champions League this season, or we're better than Man City and Liverpool combined, and all this stupid shit that you hear some Arsenal fans say. Oh, Twitter. Never change. Oh. Jesus already on the ball. It's a positive sub. I'm happy with it. Declan Rice with a shot blocked. God, the way Gnabry carries the ball. I would love him back at Arsenal. I really would. Such a great player. X, Twitter, same thing, all right? The Old Firm derby, I only caught the last kind of 20, 30 minutes or so, but it was insane. Mental. Here's Coman. Did they take Sane off for Coman? I missed that. Harry Kane. Deflected out. Corner. Every time Harry gets the ball, I just want to cry. Would you rather Arsenal won the Premier League or England win the Euros? Think about that question, dude. That is so obvious. Couldn't give a shit. I just want Arsenal to win the Premier League. England winning the Euros is fantastic, but it ain't going to change my life. Arsenal winning the Premier League is a life-changing event for me right now. Obviously, in years to come, it wouldn't be as huge. You'd move on from it. But it's been 20 years. Come on. Come on. You could say it's been almost 60 since we won the World Cup with England, but we came so close to winning the Euros not too long ago. Gnabry's coming off here, and he's only just come back from a long injury, right? It's not good for Bayern at all. But it's good for us. He's been very good for them. Right. In Real Madrid versus City, we have a 2-1 lead for Madrid still. City dominating the ball, though. Bellingham's playing up front with Vinicius, from what I can tell here. Wow. I'm not sure that's true. Leicester losing 1-0 to Millwall. Leeds and Sunderland 0-0. Andy, I don't know if you're still here, but that's pretty elite. If you can get something off Leeds, Andy, I'll be impressed. And then in the biggest game of the night, Champions League is nothing when you've got Wrexham against Crawley. Wrexham are beating my hometown. Well, it's not my hometown, but the town I live near, 4-0. Have they still got Mullins? Or Mullin? Yep, they do. Mullins got 2 goals. Fair play. 2-2. Foden just scored. Can confirm Foden has scored in, funnily enough, the 66th minute. I just farted. Oh, corner coming in. Easy. Well done, Havertz. Oh, we're seeing the Foden goal now. Bernardo Silva into Stones, and then what a goal. He's on fire this year, isn't he? Brilliant. What's my honest opinion on women's football? I think they're doing great stuff. It's growing exponentially. If you look at the Arsenal ladies team, literally selling out the Emirates. 60,000 people. There's no doubt in my mind that it will never be as big as the men's game, purely because who's watching football? Men, mostly men. It's like 95%. Well, it's probably not that high, but women's football has it's come on leaps and bounds, isn't it? It's doing so much better than it used to. It used to be, I mean, unheard of. No one really talked about it. But the England women's team winning tournaments and doing well has helped so much. And the games that I have watched are actually pretty good quality. I don't subscribe to the whole notion that women can't play football. That's ridiculous. Of course they can. And of course it's probably not going to be to the level that the men's game is. But what I would say is that I see this might offend some people, but I think women in general are, on average, smarter. Sorry men. And I think up here, they're actually more switched on in general. If you watch women's football, tactics are more noticeable. And you're not getting players like, I straight away think of Hector Bellerin. Doesn't have anything up there, but because he's got that physical pace, he can just get himself out of trouble. I think it's less common in the women's game. So you actually see a lot of technical football that's very good standard. But, and this might upset some people as well, but I think the goals are too big for the women's game. If you take an average footballer's height in the men's game, it's 5'10", let's say. I'm taller than that. In the women's game, it's going to be 5'7" max. The goals are too big. The goalkeepers aren't big enough. Being a 6'3" goalkeeper in the men's game is normal. All goalkeepers are tall. And then you look at the women's game and, okay, the goalkeepers are taller than most of the outfield players, but you're still looking at 5'8", 5'9", 5'10", and the goals are just fucking huge. So if you're a really good player in midfield or whatever, you can just twat in goals from 50 yards because the goalkeepers can't reach. And that's just mental to me. So I know it'd be insanely expensive to... Well, you don't even have to replace. I guess you could amend it onto the current goals. But I think for the women's game, that would be massive. Just bring the goalposts in a bit. If anything, it doesn't need to come in. It needs to come down. Just from a height perspective. Maybe I'm talking crap. Maybe you disagree. But I think that would help. And... I mean, I could talk for hours and hours and hours on end about how I disagree with the money, financial side of things. You know, that women should be paid the same because it doesn't work like that on planet Earth, let alone in sport. It's supply and demand. The football in the men's game, or the finances, sorry, in the men's game, is extortionate. It's insane. Men are going to get paid more because there's more money available. There's more sponsorship. There's more revenue. There's more TV money. It's hugely amounts bigger. The women don't automatically deserve the same pay just because they're doing the same thing. You know, it's all relative. And sure, if the Women's World Cup had the same viewership and the same sponsorship money, the same TV deals, then the women should get paid the same the men do, because it's just how that works, isn't it? Rapinoe. Oh, God. I'm not going to go and get a job at Tesco stacking shelves and go, well, look, my manager's on more money than me. I should get paid the same because we're both working in Tesco. It's not the same, really, is it? I know it's not the best analogy. I mean, if you're comparing a women's footballer and a men's footballer, they're doing the same thing. But the money isn't the same, you know? The men's game is more valuable. It just is. But I'm all for the women's game growing and getting more popular. 100%. City have scored again. Mental. Vardiol. The £90 million flop, right? People don't like it. People don't like that City are able to spend that kind of money on players and they're not even that great. But Vardiol, if you had watched him over the last few years, he is some player and he might have the most perfect beard I've ever seen. I think he is not a flop. Oh. Yes! Come on! Trossard! Bossard. I love it. Jesus has changed the game. Trossard, come on! 2-2. We'll get a winner now. We'll get a winner now. Come on. Oh, Trossard is such a clutch player. What a goal. What a goal. Silver hair. Right, what's happened here? Declan Rice. A little bit of a foul, to be fair, I'd say. Trossard into Saka. Jesus, that is incredible. Oh my God. There's growth, guys. I'm experiencing growth right now. That is something else. Bottom left corner, Manuel Neuer. He wants to wind back those years. Oh, okay. I can relax. Just enjoy it. Arsenal fans, enjoy the moment. We just scored another quarter-final goal. 14 years we've been waiting for this. Come on, one more. A 3-2 win, I would have taken that at the start. Kane dagger incoming. Shut your face. Those things, shh. We don't need to talk about Harry Kane. Oh my God, we're in again. Was that offside? No, it wasn't. Eric Dyer on strings, just saying. Oh, the things I would do to be in that stadium right now. For those of you who missed me talking about it earlier, you've got to remember legally, there are no Bayern fans in the stadium today because of the ban. So there was 60,000 tickets available for Arsenal fans. For sure, there are Bayern fans in there that have snuck in. If anyone looks remotely German, kick them out, because I got kicked out at Brighton the weekend for being an Arsenal fan. But I can only imagine just how loud it is in there right now. See if we can hear it briefly. It's loud. You can barely hear the commentary. Wait, is Choupo-Moting still at Bayern? I think he might be. Oh, the Champions League is just the best. It is just the best. Trossard, Bossard. Who's going to replace Klopp next year? Steven Gerrard. He's the only answer. Yeah, of course. Get Steven Gerrard in, and then the Liverpool domination era will come to an end because he's useless. Nah, give it Frank Lampard. By the way, for those of you who haven't seen the QPR career mode today, you might want to check it out because I made a big change up top. Why is my... Hang on. There we go. Big change. We have a new number 9. Uh-oh. No, we're good. Slow down, boys. Slow it down. Has Havertz dropped into that number 8 role? I can't really tell if that's what's happened here. I mean, Declan's now playing number 6, so I think Havertz and Ødegaard are just ahead of him. Yeah, I got Mbappe in the Prem for QPR, yeah. Come on, Arsenal. Come on. You should have kept Scarlett. Nah, Tottenham can't be doing that. The commentators are saying that Bayern would have taken a 2-2 before the game started, and I agree. They probably would have taken a 1-0 loss because it's not looking good for them. But right now, I think they would say, no, we'll play on. We can get a winner here. They could. Scarlett, my starlet. He was very good, but I just can't have a Tottenham player be the main man. It's another reason why, although I signed Dele Alli super cheap from Everton, I had to get rid of him because he's Tottenham. I can't do it, guys. I can't do it. And Scarlett, if you've been watching this season, you'll know he's struggled a bit. I just haven't been able to get in the goals. It's all Diao. Diao, Diao, Diao. So good. Coman. That's fine. Raya collects it. We've probably got about 12, 13 minutes to go, including injury time. Is 2-2 a good result? I think based off the fact that we've conceded 2 stupid goals and it could have fallen apart slightly. I'm kind of relieved and maybe would take a 2-2, but going into this game, I just thought there's no way we don't win this. Oh, Harry Kane's just so good. Why is he so good? That pass, it's just unreal. If you're upset about Scarlett leaving and that ruins the career mode for you, like, come on, man. Like, we've got Diao up top, and now we've got spoiler coming in. I'm going to say it. Click off if you don't want to know. We've now got Rutter up front with Diao. Do you know how insane that is? It's going to be great fun. Madrid have scored, have they? Wow, they have. Valverde. Ooh. Big. 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 We need Davies to get another yellow. Someone just entice him to slide in, please. Are Bayern good? I'm trying to work out right now because they're moving the ball around really nicely here. Why have they been so poor this year? I think Bayern is still good. They're a dangerous side. They've got the quality to beat any team on their day. Don't slide. Yes, Martin. Yes, Declan. Brilliant. Shit tactics, good individual quality. Oh, Valverde's goal. He's got a wicked shot on him, isn't he? He really does. Why so negative? What did I say that's negative? I sometimes can't even remember what I said 10 seconds ago. Yeah, I think sometimes you've got to ignore form, haven't you, completely? Like, this is Bayern Munich. One of, if not the most successful European teams ever. Form goes out the window in games like this. It's all about on the day. Oh, Saka, that was beautiful. Unlucky. Madrid are the kings of Europe. I think if we're talking Europe and, Champions League, yes, obviously. But if we're talking when you include domestic as well, I think Bayern have had a tighter grip on their own shit more than Madrid. Do you know what I'm getting at there? Like, Bayern, Bundesliga, Real Madrid, and then you've got Barcelona, and then Atletico Madrid, the rest. You see what I mean? There's like a more dominant force. Historically, though, I guess you could say Madrid have more. Does it really matter, though? Because Nottingham Forest were a big team too. They're not so big anymore. That's got to be a foul on Zinchenko. Oh my God, it wasn't. Well, Thomas Partey's on now, so I think we're going for a draw. That just isn't a foul. What are those boots Musiala's wearing? They look like total 90s. What exactly is the term Farmers League? If you're being serious, when someone uses the term Farmers League, they're implying that it's a league full of teams that don't even employ full-time players, and they're like a bunch of farmers, dentists, supermarkets, shelf loaders, whatever you want to call them. Like, they're saying the quality is that poor. A Farmers League is like a team of farmers. And there is no professional Farmers League, I'm telling you. Like, even if you look, I think you could even go to, like, you know, the Czech Republic League, and you'll see they're of very high quality. As long as they're full-time, they'll be very good. Look at the Vanarama League. Like, the National League in general, whilst most players aren't on full-time contracts, they're still of pretty high quality. Is it still Vanarama? I feel like Vanarama might have finished now. I can't remember. It is still Vanarama. I know some people say that the French league is a bit of a farmers league. And I guess when you look at the bottom six compared to the top six, the level is insanely different. I understand that. But I know people joke about Bayern only winning because they're in a farmers league. It is obviously tongue-in-cheek, but Bayern are, or have been, levels above everyone else for years and years and years. I mean, what is this? Is it 13th year in a row? And this is now only the first time they're not going to win the title? Is it 13? It's a bit Spursy, isn't it? Oh, Partey just took one for the team there. They've won 12 in a row, right? Or they won 11 in a row, and this would have been 12. Either way, as soon as Harry Kane joins, and Eric Dyer as well. And the fact that whilst it's not going to happen tonight, we could go to the Allianz next week and end their Champions League hopes as well. That is just a thing of beauty, to be honest. We've got about 5 minutes to go, guys. Can we get man of the match predictions? Or who would be your man of the match? I think it's Goretzka for me. Saka's not a bad shout. Any other good shouts? Well, it's not over yet. Oh my god. They just hit the post. Oh my god, my heart is going mental right now. It can't be Ben White. He missed that one-on-one. David Raya. I think he's got a touch on it. Onto the post. Holy crap. Why does football do that to me? Oh, Thomas. Thomas. Hasn't added much since coming on, has he? Go on, Jesus. Here we go. Five minutes added on. What's happening with Ramsdale? I think he's going to be gone in the summer. By the way, let me take this opportunity to say thank you for joining the stream. It's my first one in a long time. I just really fancied it because it's such a special occasion. It's been 14 years. I'll definitely be back for another watch along before the end of the season. I'm not doing every game, that's for sure. I'm not sure Raya got a touch on that, actually. Oh my god, that was so close. Wow. But yeah, really appreciate you guys being out here. And maybe the Champions League final. I don't know if I could stream a Champions League final if we were involved. I don't think I could do it. I'll be curled up into a ball. Operation Arsenal will be normally uploaded after this as well, like my actual review of the game. So you can check that out. Oh my god, we are giving away the ball so much at the moment. Well done, Declan. I'm going to make a quick prediction here, guys. We're about to score. Just watch. I've got a feeling. Partey in midfield. Over to Zinchenko. Over now to Jesus. He's on the left side. Why not? He's been brilliant since he's come on. Zinchenko gets it again. Trossard. Great first touch, mate. Oh, goes out for a throw. We will score. It's about to happen. And I'm going to lose my shit. I don't know if I'll stream the second leg. It depends. It's next Wednesday, I believe, isn't it? Let me check, I think. Maybe. We'll see. 2.5 minutes. Come on. I swear if this happens. I'm nervous. 2 minutes. Here we go. Yeah, okay. Throw. Look at Saka. The space Saka's got right now. Maybe we won't. Minute and a half to go. Gabriel, come on. Nice. This is it now. We've got it. Come on. 1 minute 10. Last push, boys. 14 years we've been waiting for this moment. Do it. Here we go. Oh my god. It's going to happen. Oh. No, that's got to be a foul. Ref, you've actually had a really good game. On what planet is that not a free kick? Oh, I can't believe that. I want to see that again. Maybe the guard went down easy. It's difficult to see sometimes. Bum holes are twitching. Mine's okay at the moment. Because we've got the ball. Oh! Pen! I'm going to lose my mind. I'm going to lose my mind. I'm actually going to lose my mind. They'll check that. They have to check. If VAR don't check that, it's rigged. What's going on right now? He's blown the whistle so it can't go to VAR. What? The only thing I can think of right now is that they think Saka's just stuck his leg in. I'm so torn because I can see the argument that Saka's obviously looking for that contact. But I just feel like in that position, with that touch, he can just score. And surely he would have stayed on his feet and just... Oh, I don't know. Okay, to end, put a 1 in the chat if you think that was a penalty, and put a 2 if you don't. I'm curious. 1 if you think it was. I think I'm seeing more 2s. Maybe I need to see it again. Here we go. We're seeing it again here. I think that's a penalty. I do. I think Neuer, at the very last moments there, has moved. He's shifted towards where the ball went. Oh, that is going to be that's one hell of a debate. The problem is the ref blew the full-time whistle. If that had happened maybe a minute earlier, maybe it would have had a better check. Saka's moving at a lot of pace, and I feel like for him to then instantly just shift over all his weight, all that momentum onto the left foot whilst trying to get an angle to shoot, I think he's been clipped. But he has left his leg. Would his leg have been there if he wasn't moving so quickly? I don't know. I think the weight has carried him forward a bit. I'm so torn. Okay, I think I know where I am with this. I think if that's given as a penalty, a lot of people would say it's a bit soft because he's kind of left his leg in. I'm of the opinion that Saka probably could have carried on. He could have moved his right leg away instead of in. But is it a foul? Is Neuer obstructing a shot? Almost a guaranteed goal? I think he might be. Well, we'll see. We'll see what everyone thinks about it. I'm going to go and record my review now. I'll talk about it. So make sure you jump back on the channel in the next hour or so when the review goes live. Again, massive shout out. We've had almost 10,000 people turn up tonight over the whole stream. Crazy. Thank you, Only Michael, AFC Max, Christian. Appreciate you guys for chipping in with subs and super chats and stuff. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you drop a like. We hit 250, so the nudes will drop. Follow me on Twitter. 2-2. What do we think? I think we go to the Allianz Arena. I think we win. and then we face whoever we face, whether it's City or Real Madrid, we'll find out. But for now, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my review in the next hour.